Shiny, 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 yeah. That song is so annoying. TV's not on. There we go. There we go. You know, sometimes you go into a building, you see a car, you see some tools, concrete, cement mixture, and you think, yes, jackpot, this building's abandoned.
But behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. My name is Scooter Brad, aka Finna SB, back with another brand new video today. Now, today we're going to be talking about the Jacked Out situation. So, if you did not know, Jacked Out is a YouTuber who is a street rider in the scooter community, who is an amazing street rider, might I add, and he's got himself into a bit of a kerfuffle. Just a little one. I mean, it maybe is... it's not very little. Jack started a new series on his channel called Dauth's DIY, and a lot of you have been wondering, where did the videos go? Scooter Brad, where are the videos? Huh? What happened to them? They're gone.
They're gone forever.
Essentially what happened was Jack Dauth and his friends scoped out a location for a DIY arena, or like a DIY spot, which they were going to create by themselves. And the building from the outside did in fact look quite abandoned, but from them exploring it inside the first video, there was a couple of red flags that definitely shot up. 1. Running water. Abandoned buildings very, very rarely have running water. If people aren't paying rates for a building, it's not going to have running water. When you own a building, you have to pay rates for electricity and water, sometimes gas and that kind of thing. And so obviously the rates were being paid, hence why this building had working running water, because the council can just shut it off like that so it doesn't get wasted for people who aren't actually using or paying for said building. So that was the first thing. The second thing was that the building had a bunch of tools in it. So there was things like cement mixture, shovels, and a broom and stuff like that. There was all sorts of different things that kind of gave away the fact that people were currently renovating the space and fixing it up, because it was a pretty shabby building. It was a shithole. That's what I'm trying to say. There was graffiti and broken glass all over this place. It clearly had not been used properly for a number of years, but this did not essentially mean that it was abandoned. The two boys went up to the very top level of the building, where there was in fact a modern parked car, parked in a parking garage. Park this, park that. The car's windows were all intact, the tires were all intact, everything was cool with the car, so you kind of would have thought that that was like the immediate biggest red flag, that there was actually a used car in the building. Guys, come on. When I watched the first video, I was instantly worried. I was like, oh man, this is not good. I don't think you should be publicizing this. Like, obviously the location wasn't supposed to be leaked, but people knew where it was anyway, because with that amount of fans in an area like Sydney, like you kind of have all these people who know, or somebody knows somebody that knows where the spot was. So eventually kids were going to find out, and kids have Jack Dauth's number as well, which by the way is not okay. Don't be gay. Delete it today. That was a good one. MCSB. Moving on, in the second episode of Dauth's DIY, they take a couple of doors and try to construct it into some sort of ghetto manual pad. Now this kind of worked. I guess if you saw the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. Spoiler alert, wasn't very good. In their attempt to warm up before writing this said manual pad, they decide to write some flat, and they literally maybe got 2 or 3 tricks in each before they hear a voice saying, "Hello? Is anybody there?" The two of them stop dead in their tracks like they're doing the mannequin challenge.
Immediately to confiscate the money.
A man comes down from the stairwell where they had explored in the first episode, and they meet with the two boys saying, "What are you doing here?" And the situation kind of turned from bad to worse in a matter of minutes. The dude comes down and he's freaking out, thinking like, "What are you guys doing in here? This is my building, this is my property. Get out, what are you doing? Like, how did you get in here?" and that kind of thing. So they explain what happened. There's a hole in the wall where they climbed through, and obviously all the other doors are locked, so they could not get out of any other door. They only entered into the place where they had seen on the street. They tried to make it out as if they had just kind of come into the building to take shelter from the rain, when in fact we all know that they all went in there before that and they had a different sort of intention. But they did not want to disclose that kind of thing to the owner of the building, which, I mean, I would have done the same thing. It's raining outside. Don't catch me out there. It'll be wet. I thought it was a pretty good effort with the way they were explaining their way out of the situation. I would have done the exact same thing. Either that or, to be honest, I would have picked up my shit and bolted faster than Usain down the 100-meter sprint thing. But this isn't where things got bad. So they leave the building, and 10-20 minutes later, they're at a spot riding when they get a phone call from a couple of fans who had gone to the house where the DIY spot was. Guys, when Jack Douth tells you not to go somewhere because you'll leak the location, because, you shouldn't go there, don't go there. It's pretty simple. Like, just when people on YouTube tell you not to do something, if you're a real fan, you wouldn't do what they're telling you not to do. Come on, what the heck? It frustrates me because these two guys don't know exactly how much trouble they've really put Jack into. And obviously, yes, it is Jack's own fault. He did make the decision to go into this building, try to have some fun, but that's it. Like, he was just trying to have a good time, just trying to do stuff for the community, trying to push scooter riding to bigger boundaries and do better things, and like something that nobody's ever done before. Nobody's done a DIY in a vlog. Like, no one's done that kind of thing. No one's publicized street riding to that kind of level, And these two fanboys, what were you doing? Why you got Jack Douth's number? Stop. But these kids gave the guy Jack's information, his name, and the fact that he had a YouTube channel and that he'd been there before and he'd showed it in video. And that is where the entire police thing, the whole law thing has come from. This guy's obviously reported it to the feds, and he's seen the videos maybe, and he can see that they've broken into, or quote unquote broken into, his abandoned building, which already had a hole in the wall and was already completely shit. And now he's looking for someone to pay the bill. So I say to the two fans that went, like, guys, don't take example from these people. Like, don't go somewhere that you shouldn't go, or that the person who found it, or, whatever it is in correlation to, the person doesn't want you to know where it is. So even if you know where it is, don't go there. Like, what? Come on, guys, have some respect from the content creators that you so call love, Like, people, when they got my phone number, they call me in the middle of the night from the UK thinking that it's midday here when it's midday there. It's not. It's like 2 a.m. and I'm answering my phone like... What? Oh, is this scooter bread? So what sort of trouble is Jack really in? Well, the guy who reported the incident, the guy that owns the building, he wants Jack to pay for all of the existing damage, meaning the hole in the wall, the doors, the locks, broken glass, cleaning the graffiti. All these things are going to add up, and Jack's going to have to pour every single dime of his YouTube channel, of his clothing brand, into paying for this issue that he himself could have easily avoided had his fans not completely dobbed him in. This is clearly all information that I have witnessed from the outsider's perspective of this event, so definitely do not take any of this as extreme fact, because at this point it's still quite up in the air as to what is going to happen. Jack has said in his most recent video that
the reason I haven't made videos in the past few days, I really can't say anything I don't want to.
He in fact has no idea what's going on because he has not been getting
any answers from it. I'm not hearing anything about it, which is causing problems.
Has not been getting any answers from the feds, the police, the law, whatever, or the guy that's actually owning the building. Like, they both have contact with Jack, and he's not getting any answers. He's not getting return phone calls. He's not getting anything. So
yeah, like, it's just, I can't really say much because I don't want to say the wrong thing, but as you know, Dauth's DIY 1 and 2 episodes got taken down. I'll continue with the series, but like, it's just going to take a while. Like, I haven't got a return call or a response. Like, I don't know. It's just causing problems. I wish I could just resolve it.
In my own head, I'm hoping that they're just trying to scare the kid. Like, I hope that they're really just doing this to kind of make him realize, like, hey, don't go into buildings like that, blah, 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 blah. But I really do think that he's going to, end up with some sort of thing, like whether it be a fine, community service, or something horrible like that. And in fact, he's supposed to be going to America in a couple of weeks with Urban Art for a riding trip. If he gets charges laid against him, and he might not be able to go at all. If he gets charges laid against him, he could possibly get banned from America and get rejected if he went to customs in the United States of America for having a criminal record. I don't think a lot of you understand the impact that this can have on a person's life and well-being, especially somebody like Jack, who kind of relies on this sort of thing to make a living at this point. And look, it's really, really sad that he kind of, risked going into this building. He did make the risk. He made the overall risk to just, do this for the views, for the content. He wanted to get that good content, and he did so. The videos did really well. And unfortunately, it's just turned out extremely badly for him. And I really feel for Jack. I really do. Me and Jack are very good friends, and we are definitely two of the people in the YouTube community who are actually working together on stuff. Whether you think that we might have differences, obviously everybody has differences, but Jack and I can assure you, are on the same page. Me and Jack are very good homies, and I always help him out with stuff, and he's always kind of helping me out with stuff as well. So definitely, I definitely feel for Jack. It's really sad, and this is why I wanted to make this video, because Jack can't say anything on the subject right now, and I'm just kind of reiterating everything that has been already said. I'm not going to tell you guys anything that we've discussed privately. It's just kind of information that he has said on his Instagram story and stuff like that as well, all in one place for you to kind of understand a little bit of the context behind the entire story. So with that being said, I want you guys to all just leave a comment below wishing Jack good luck with the situation, and leave a like on this video if it did help you understand what happened in the situation. I will keep you guys updated in future episodes of Scoot Review. Tomorrow, I'm going to be having a really cool video. Guess what it's going to be? It's going to be Scoot Wars. We're doing Scoot Wars again, boy. Haven't done Scoot Wars for so long. I was supposed to make another episode before I went to Australia just recently, but I didn't have time. I've kind of like re-edited all of the animations, so it's going to be very fresh, very chic, very Gucci. Gucci, man. The episode's going to be really nice, so definitely tune in the same time tomorrow for a fresh episode of Setup Wars. And if you want to submit your Setup Wars for Setup Wars, if you want to submit your Scoot setup for Setup Wars, all you got to do is follow the information in that video. So get some HD photographs and videos of your scooter now so that you're prepared to ship them in tomorrow. Ship them in or ship them in? So you can send them through to me tomorrow evening, all right? So with that being said, leave a like on this video. I already said that, what? Stop begging for likes, Scooter Brad, you piece of shit, dude. I wanted to say I'm sorry for the 9/11 meme in yesterday's Scoot Review. You guys definitely did not like that. I had about 200 dislikes on the video, so I'm sorry. It was just a funny meme, okay? Look, I just wanted to catch you guys off guard, and I'm sorry for that, all right? It's funny when it's in that sort of context, but obviously 9/11 is not funny. Who thinks 9/11 is funny? Like, that's, no, disgusting. Don't say that. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter. You can follow me on Instagram. Let's get to 90,000 and then 100,000. Can't wait to get to 100K on Instagram. That's going to be lit. I'm dropping Insta clips more regularly now, so definitely peep the gram for the best Insta clips in the game, son. You can subscribe to the channel that you're watching right now. The button is just down there. Give it a click. Thank you. And yeah, you can also hit up the Facebook group, Scoot Review. Every post has to be approved by the admin, which is me. Only the best scootering memes get posted into the page. That is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been your boy, Scooter Brad, and I will see you guys same time tomorrow. Peace out. Have an amazing day.
But behind closed doors, I'm a fool for your love.